Hello, welcome to another episode of my ARK Survival Ascended series. Today we're going to be furnishing our castle. Now I don't have a full plan like I did for the wall and the building here, so we're going to have to make it up as we go along. So I was thinking maybe like a big hallway with a throne right at the end. Then on the sides here you'd have two rooms, same on this side, with a staircase in the middle going up to some more rooms up there. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And also my performance isn't great. I had to turn down my settings a bit, which I think is due to the amount of structures I have. And I did get a comment about larger walls. I think I showed in the last video. I used some down there. So when I can, I will replace the individual walls with the large ones. The large ones are like 4 high, but they only count as one structure. So it should help with the lag a bit. Right, now before we do anything, we need to get ourselves a bunch of materials. We're going to need more stone for the main hall, and we're going to need a lot of wood as well for decoration. And I've also come up with an idea for the rest of the base. I was thinking this big empty space here, where all these trees are, I will keep some of them, but I want to have buildings all across, like a village. Alright, I reckon we'll get our walls here, and we need like a fairly open space in the middle for all the walls here. Not sure about that. What if we went in one more? Yeah, we could even line it up with the walls we already have here. Like that. And then maybe here, there's some pillars going all across with some arches in the middle of them. Alright, let's try it out. Just from looking at the rest of the castle, I think I might have gone too high with these pillars. I think if we bring them down maybe half a wall, that'll be perfect. Oh. They don't really clip well, do they? I wonder if I do this, put them on, and can I remove that wall now? Yes, I can. Cool. Like that. Yeah, and then we'll put that all the way across on both sides. This game. Alright, how does that look? I think it's lacking a bit, but I can see the potential, I think. Okay, let's just finish off the walls. And then we'll maybe put some railings on these slopes. Could help. And you know what? I've just noticed the snow. It's on the inside as well. I'm not sure I like that too much. Like up here, it makes sense. It's like the snow falling down on it. But in here, it shouldn't be there. Yeah, I think that's something they should sort out. It is early access. Things can change. Okay, now these supports here are still looking a little weird. But I'm going to ignore that for now and move on to the platform at the back here. Where the throne's going to sit on. So I think we just bring it up a wall. And then maybe have some stairs along here going up to it. Yeah, that works. I think now what I'm going to do is put a bunch of wall torches on each of these pillars here, so we can light this place up a bit more. Righty, it is coming along. It's getting better. I think we move on to the stairs now. I reckon for the stairs we go up, then maybe across and then up again. There's another one. Okay, so here's what the staircase looks like. I'm either going to put a railing here or a wall. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, there's two here that you come up with. And at the bottom there's a big one. That'll be on both sides. I think it looks pretty neat. Okay, so next job, we need to do the ceiling. I think I'd like a arch for the roof. And there's a third. Okay, I think that works for the roof. Now, I went off on Red Wing in search of some beaver dams, so I could get some cementing paste, which I only managed to find the one where Castiel was at originally. And I went out looking for more, but I wasn't paying attention to my health, and I ended up burning to death. Then I rage quit. Okay, forgot to record again, but I went to where I died, I found my stuff, and then repaired it all up, but at first I did make like a whole new set, so now I have two, which I mean it could come in handy, but I did get a bit of cementing paste, so I was able to finish up all the torches in here. Next thing to do is these rooms here. I would put the doors down, so I need to go through all of these and put down some better walls, as well as the ceilings, and I'm gonna have to do that for all 8 of them. But I got distracted by a yellow drop in the distance, which was invisible for some reason. But I opened it up and I found a gun inside, which I tested it out on an RG, and it seems pretty good, so I'm gonna keep it on my hotbar. Okay, so I think I've mostly finished up with the rooms here. But here we are, it's coming along very well, I think. These smaller rooms, the ones up here and the ones down there. There's a bunch of things we could do. But I wonder what we should start with. I reckon the crafting room. Currently, we have a smithy, but I say we need some upgrades. See here, a fabricator. Wait, that's all it needs. I can make this now. Yeah, there we go, fabricator. There's also a big industrial grinder I've got to fit in here. I think we may need to put it along this wall here, so won't put the fabricator there. Like that. Yep, that works. Now there's more we can craft. Here, yeah, the grinder, the chemistry bench, and the forge. That is a lot of materials. Okay, we cannot make that this episode. I think cementing paste is going to be the real problem here. Now, can these be placed on top of each other? No, they cannot. How about like this? Can we put them on top now? Yes, we can. Like that. Seeing as we don't have the industrial forge right now, how about we get a bunch of the little ones across there? Yeah, I like that. Now still it's not looking too great, so I think we need to start putting some decoration in here. Okay, here we are. I've had to move the smithies over here, but it's still going to be a while before we can get the grinder, so that shouldn't be a problem. So we've got the fabricators, the smithies, bunch of storage, the forges, and I put some mortar and pestles on this table here. Alright, anyway, let's just do the throne room. So what I want to do for this is maybe have like a big long table in the middle, maybe two. Then up here, I'm going to have a big old chair. Oh, I am a fan of that. Now, it would look better if there wasn't snow all over the place, but still. So once I had the throne down, I also added some crop plots at the back, but these were too small, so later on I do switch them out for some bigger ones. And then went around cluttering all the empty space with some storage boxes. Once all of those were down, I got a hold of some flags, which I was able to put on most of the pillars, and when I painted them all, they really made this space feel a lot better. So I was fairly happy with the throne room for now, so I moved on to another room, and that was the kitchen. So I started off with some counters, and then continued from there. Okay, so we've got a fair amount of the kitchen done. This metal part here is the fridge. We could probably fit maybe 4 in here. Refrigerators. We've got the sink, and in this gap here, we're going to put a industrial grill. So let's see if we can craft it or not. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, that is super fast. Now while that's cooking up, I think we need some decoration in here. It's kind of bland still. But then the turkey trial event started, along with some cool cosmetics I thought would look good in the kitchen. So I set out to go find turkeys to kill so I could get the wishbones. And I did, I found one, but I was very unprepared because they have a lot of health and your dinos don't do a lot of damage to them. So I went back, got all the gear I had, crafted all the bullets I could, tried again, used up all the bullets, had to switch to the crossbow, and then that broke, so I did give up and just spawned in the wishbones that I needed. So I did cheat, kind of. There was no way I was killing even one of these, let alone the 18 I would have had to kill to get all of them. But once I had applied the skins in the kitchen, they did look really nice. And with a little more decoration here and there, this room was all done. So after that, I wasn't completely happy with the main hall, so I switched out some of the plants I had there and then added a bunch more along the sides. I then thought now would be the time to upgrade to electric, so I went out to get some silica pearls, craft up a generator, and replace the torches I had with lampposts, which are also brighter, so I don't need as many, which did actually fix some lighting glitches I was getting. Then I painted them all with the dirt colouring, which I thought made the place very warm and cozy. And the addition of electric did give me the opportunity to add the refrigerators to the kitchen. And with that, I had finished everything downstairs with the materials available to me, so I moved on upstairs and I started with the bedroom. Now the only important part of the bedroom was the bed so it can respawn, and then everything else was just decoration. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. Now before we move on to the next room, I'm gonna go down here because I did furnish it. Here I put some tables down and then just a bunch of crates at the end. pretty basic, but it is better than what we had before. Okay, now I think for this room here, I reckon like a bathroom would be good. Now it's a pretty big room for a bathroom, so we'll have to see what we can do. But I didn't have enough cementing paste for the toilet, so I set out to find another beaver dam. Yeah, we'll definitely get this problem sorted in the next episode. We're going to need much more paste going forward. There is a red drop over there. I'm going to go have a look at that. I just got a forge. That is useful. Oh, I found one. Okay, this is the bathroom. Now, this room took a while. I think this is my 4th iteration of it, which I'm still not entirely happy with. Probably my least favourite out of all of them. Yeah, it'll have to do. It's got the toilet, that's the most important part, so we can get a bunch of fertilizer. Aside from the storage room, we got one more upstairs and one more downstairs, because that one, that's where I've put the forge, the industrial forge. Ta-da! Yeah, this wasn't going to fit anywhere else, so I just gave it its own room, so we can just come up here to smelt all our metal. Oh yeah, and I put lights on the flyer platform. I've decided what I'm going to do on the top floor. I thought it could be cool to make this the greenhouse. Now I'll change the roof to the greenhouse ceilings, and then that will give everything in here the greenhouse effect. So there's a place to grow all our veggies, which will be in another episode, because I'm running out of time. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. This one right here, I was thinking a library. So we'll get started with that. Oh yeah, and I tamed a Daedon. It was a level 150, so I got him, got all the levels, and I have been putting all the levels into food because it has a healing ability that is supposedly going to be useful in boss fights. Alright, the plant still has to grow, but here it is. I like it. I think it works. Now upstairs is all full, so the only 2 rooms to do is that one and that one. This one is going to be the storage room, but I do not have enough cementing paste for the vault. Same with all the greenhouse stuff for upstairs, so I can't do that. And here, I cannot figure out what to do. I thought maybe a living room, but I already incorporated that in my bedroom. And I thought like an incubation room, but some of the dinosaurs just aren't going to fit through here. I think it would be best to make their own building for that. So I think we're just going to leave it there. Overall, I'm pleased with how it's all turned out. And I think next episode, what we need to do is a bunch of progression. Mainly my gear is just not good at all. So I think maybe we need to go into the ocean to get some drops there. So we'll need a megalodon. So yeah, just a bunch of actual important things other than building we'll have to get done. But until then, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.